Welcome everyone to Escape to Reality podcast with Justine
and Geneva. Hi, friends. We're excited. We have a friend of the pod joining us, Rick from Temptation Island, season two. He's here. He's
the star of the show,
live and direct. What's up? How you doing?
Live and direct from Boston. I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We are good. We're excited to have you. So
thank you for having me.
What's going on in the world of Rick? Where are you at? What are you doing?
Wow. Well, you know what's going on in the world of Rick.
What's your address?
y'all trying to get all the tea, huh? Well, you know what's going on with me. I'm just pretty much, I coach middle school and high school basketball. So, just been working with the kids. I love working with kids, and I love the game of basketball. So I kind of merged the two.
Cool.
And I do my thing on the court, coaching up the kids. So I do that. I have a skills and development mentorship program that I run with my good friend of mine, and then we just train kids and kind of giving them the proper tools. Proper tools to just achieve their goals and
I'm gambling on basketball on DraftKings, but that's about my involvement.
Oh yeah,
she's the degenerate side of your good side.
Man, I don't know if I can give her any tips.
I'll be gambling on your kids when they hit the NBA when they're older.
Hey, hopefully they make it there. Hard work, dedication, they make it.
Yeah.
So what's COVID life been like for you, especially working with kids? Like, what have you been doing?
So I mean, just working with the kids, and coaching, they have the hybrid schooling system where they're in one day and they're off. They are schooling from home the next. Okay. So, it kind of sucks because, when you kind of build in a rapport with them, you're not, I'm not seeing them every day. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But, it's still cool. You just make the best out of the time that you have.
Yeah.
And then you make it work for you, I'm always trying to get these kids to just get the most out of each session. Cause tomorrow, it may be a wrap because if one kid catches COVID, they shut down everything. So
have any of them caught it?
No.
Oh wow.
Knock on wood.
No.
Did you have a mentor? Did you play basketball when you were a kid?
I did. But I actually was a late bloomer. I caught on pretty late, and I played football and basketball. So I caught on to sports like in middle school. A lot of kids I know caught on like elementary school or probably had the ball in their hands when they were babies. So I caught on late, and then majority of all my friends in my circle are all, in the game. They play ball. So that's how I stay around the game, So All
right, this isn't a basketball podcast, but like, who's your favorite basketball player all time and then currently in the NBA?
Okay, I would say all time.
I love that question.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Currently, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics, number 7. So got to shout my man out right there. That's why I got this on.
Okay,
hometown guy.
You're repping.
Yes.
So the question that everybody wants to know before we get into Temptation Island, are you
What's
dating
up?
anyone?
Am I dating anyone?
Yeah, and then B, do you talk to Ashley?
So check it. So first part of the question, am I dating anyone? Yes, I am dating.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of keeping that low key and just playing that out, seeing how that goes. But
that's why J-Lo left A-Rod, so I guess that's
man, but who knows if that really even happened? Like,
supposedly they're on the rocks. Yeah,
exactly. Right. Supposedly, but who really?
Do you like A-Rod? Do you care about baseball at all?
I really don't care too much about A-Rod. He was a New York Yankees guy anyways. I'm Boston Red Sox guy. Boston guy.
Oh my God, you want to burn him down? Yes. Oh,
come on now. J-Lo on the other hand. J-Lo, I've always been a fan of J-Lo.
Oh yeah,
us too.
But Ashley, we talk, like we keep in touch. Like, we were just talking the other day, and when I was in LA, I got a chance to see her and we hung out. She pulled up on me. We had a little mansion kickback. She pulled up with a few her girls and she's out there living her best life in LA. She loves that LA life, mansion parties, networking.
We're following her. She seems happy.
Yeah, Ashley's extra. You see her out there. She's a bit out there. I'm a bit more reserved.
She's cute. Yeah.
So, but I love that for her. So she's out there and she's doing well. So I'm happy.
That's nice that you guys are like cordial and that.
Yeah. But at one point it wasn't. I'll tell you that. Like after the reunion around that time, shit was pretty rocky. I'll tell you
Don't
that.
say
There was a
handcuffs
lot of-
around her. Yeah,
Oh man, I posted that the other day.
I saw it.
And Ashley actually slid in my DMs.
She
and
came
was
for you?
like, she definitely came for me and
PTSD.
she gave me like I think she gave me like the middle finger emoji, whatever. I was like, damn, you know, like she
You're just
definitely
joking.
felt some type of way. She was joking. I was like, damn, and she's like, I'm just kidding, but it's all
There are
love.
there's
It's all
like
love.
you know women. There's like a certain. Sometimes there's things you just can never joke about. It could be like 20
Yeah,
years, and they're gonna be
yeah.
like, "Shut
Nah,
up! Don't bring it up."
You'll be at your
she's
funeral, be like
definitely-
handcuffs.
Yo, Ashley is a character. She crazy, but you know, gotta love her.
Are you not an LA person? Like, was that ever something you thought about, like living in LA, moving to LA?
I did. I think I love LA. LA kind of suits my style, my personality. I'm big on just like meeting people, like-minded people. You know, everybody going out to LA to, you know, make something of themselves and they have a dream. That's me. I have a dream. So like, you know, I relate to a lot of people that's out there doing it and getting after it. So I love it. And it's kind of like the same feeling I get when I get to New York. Like, you know, New York, I get that. But
like
LA, I would love to, it's like an energy. You feel the city, it's alive. So that's how I kind of feel LA. It's a different vibe, but I love
A little
LA.
more dead. Yeah.
It's
We
dead
hate
right
LA.
now.
So
That's
Well,
what I heard.
New York
I heard
City,
it's
I
dead
would
right now, right?
prefer over LA.
yeah, I feel like LA is more. I mean, we're
I
from.
think LA is dead. New York is even better
Or the
than there.
people,
Like,
their eyes are dead. New York, at
people are
least
dead.
they are alive.
New
Yorkers are alive.
They on that stuff. They on that stuff, trying to keep up. All that
Superficial
moving
bullshit.
around.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. But I heard there's no superficial bullshit in LA. So that's kind of like what I can't relate.
Oh no, LA.
Like,
I think New York, they keep it more real. They spit on
Oh,
you,
yeah, they
cuss
do.
you out, which I appreciate.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we
yeah,
were.
yeah.
Last time I was in New York, we were like in a store. Like me and my husband walked into a place, and there was a guy who was just
Okay.
like sitting in the corner, just ignoring us, like didn't give a shit. Another guy comes in, like super New Yorker comes in. He goes, "You guys been helped?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "What the fuck?" He gets up. He's like, "Hey man, you got fucking customers over here." He's like yelling at him. I'm like,
That's why I love that. I
New
feel
York.
that's like that's
why
New
I
York,
love
you know?
New York. That's
Yes.
New York, yo.
Yeah,
And that's why
exactly.
you gotta love it. That's why you gotta love it.
Boston
I'm
is
an
like
East
that a
Coast
little
dude.
bit too.
Boston's
right?
similar to that too. It's
Yeah.
that East Coast, you know, grit, grind, you know, asshole type of mentality that we
Yeah.
kind of have
I
out
take
here,
that.
man. But
Yeah.
So
I love
we've-
it though. I would have changed
What's
it
your
up.
favorite food in Boston?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh, that's a great question. But you know, I'm a
Sorry to
simple
cut you off.
dude.
Geneva.
But I love me fried chicken. But okay, so let me see. Favorite food? I mean, I don't know. I like shrimp. Like our seafood out here is really fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right.
I won't. I'm gonna look at with the raised eye if I have seafood from anywhere else. If it's not from New England, if it's not
Okay.
from Boston, because
Yeah.
you
You're
know,
spoiled.
like, come on, we have
Mhm.
legal seafood out here. Come on,
Yeah.
like, and we have like some of the freshest seafood. We get the fish from
Mm.
Maine and New Hampshire and
Yeah.
the Cape. Like, come on, now I'm not
Yeah.
getting no seafood if I'm in fucking Arizona or something,
Yeah.
or
True.
That's
or
smart.
even
If you
LA.
do- And if you do, it's
you know?
sketch. Right.
Yeah,
that's
I
it's
true.
know.
sketchy,
I
you
live
know?
in San
Yeah.
Diego, and the seafood isn't that great here. You think it would be
See?
being on the ocean.
You gotta,
but-
you gotta go to the right places. Yeah. it's
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta go to the Northeast, and we got it in the Northeast,
Mhm.
Boston.
Yeah,
It's different.
Is
It's
Boston
different.
coming out of the COVID cave, or how does it feel there?
A little bit. Yo, things are actually opening up. Like I guess we're on phase 4. So like I just came from the gym. So they're gonna like start opening up the sauna and the steam room because I need my steam and my sauna because that's how I keep my skin looking
That's your
nice
skin
and
looking
clear.
all clean.
That's
Okay.
how I keep the skin looking good, and it helps with post
You
recovery.
do have a
after the
glow,
gym.
I must say.
You know,
You're a very
that's why I got
happy
the glow.
person, though. That comes through.
Yes,
inside
thank you.
out. Yeah.
You know, it's the youthful in this me.
Yes.
They call me the young OG, even though I'm 34. I
Woo!
got that youthfulness to me.
Oh,
so.
I was
See,
gonna
that's a
say-
perfect 34 for a guy is like that's the age. Like I feel like
36.
34 to 40, you're golden. Yeah, no one's
Yeah, your sperm is ready to get in that egg. You better be careful, Rick.
Relax.
Yo, but you know what? I kind of got baby fever a little bit. to be
You
honest.
should. You'd
Like,
be a
I'm
great
just-
dad.
A little bit.
Talk to Justine. She has 3 kids. She'll quickly turn you
do?
on.
I have my tubes tied,
Awesome.
and I had a dream last night. I was pregnant. I woke up disappointed.
You
And
got
every
it,
month,
sweet.
I tell my
Oh,
husband, I have 3 little boys. I'm like, we can't leave the hospital. I
boys.
would be pregnant again. And I said, and I say every month, I'm pregnant. It jumped the gap. That's what we say. Even after our special times, my husband's like, that one jumped the gap, and we joke
Special
around.
times? What are you? 12?
But I,
got some strong swimmers over there. Shit.
I know.
Yeah. It was meant to be, I guess. But
it is. And that's you guys are goals. All right, you guys are goals.
Oh,
Much
thanks.
respect to you.
I only have one, and I'm
married,
one and done. That's it.
One and done. When I meet people with kids or people that's married and stuff, I love asking them questions because that's what I want. That know, and I want to be able to like have a marriage that lasts.
You'll be a great. You will be a great husband and a great.
You
father,
deserve it. You do.
I feel I do. So
you better invite us to your wedding.
Yeah,
of course.
Come
on now.
Okay.
You guys might even be the MCs. I might even have y'all on the mic.
Let's do it.
That'd be
I think
great.
that'll be dope. I like that idea.
All right, great. Okay,
let's
get
Jaylen
into
Brown.
it. We're talking to Temptation Island. We have to start with obviously what we need to talk about, which is
oh my god.
I need to know what you first thought of Kendall and Erica, and what you feel about Kendall now. These are my questions.
So check it. All right. What I think about Kendall and Erica. Kendall seems like a cool dude. Erica is a beautiful woman.
Yes.
She is super cute.
They have an extensive history. And
separately or together? What do you mean by that?
Well, it looks like together, like they have some type of history where
right.
went up and down, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kendall from like just seeing him and just seeing his lives and just like who he is, through social media. He seems like he's kind of like a structured person. Like he likes things a certain way.
Yeah.
Like he likes to push people. And from what I understand, like he's trying to push Erica. And
he's gonna get on snapped if he's not careful.
So like he seems like he's kind of like a motivated self-starter type of guy. Erica comes off as a person like, she wants good for herself. But maybe she may be following the wrong lead with this guy. It may not be a good match just as far as in that regards, but whatever they have works for them. I mean, it's worked for them up until this point. I don't know what's gonna happen towards the end of the season, but so far it looks like they may be going their separate ways. But Kendall out here is living his best life, dude.
So
he is. That penis is really living the life.
I guess
he could talk.
He's living. But honestly, hold on. Let me ask y'all this. They made rules, correct? Like every time, before we get on the island, they ask us, hey, what are the rules that you guys have for one another?
Yes.
Me and Ashley, we had some rules, okay? Granted, some of them were kind of broken, whatever, but you kind of know there's a fine line where you can kind of straddle. They didn't have that, right? So, how do you guys feel about Kendall? Because they said they didn't have any rules. So you can't really be too upset because they didn't have any rules. So
but there's a difference between not having rules and then just like completely disrespecting like the foundation of your relationship. Like to me at least, like if you're gonna fuck one girl one night, cool. Then she's like living in your room, and then all of a sudden here comes her friend, and it's like he's walking home, like he's walking. It's like he's getting into bed with Erica. It's like he's so comfortable, and it's like that's a disrespect.
I love how he hit his penis in the. It looked like that's hilarious. I love it.
I guess I take offense to like how
oh my god, it's terrifying. Just going on the show.
So do you guys think this may have been like a behavior? This is a new behavior. This is something that may have kind of been.
She might not have seen a bonfire in real life, but I think he's been living.
Let me flip that onto you. And I'm not like asking you to share if you've had a threesome. Go ahead. Don't you think it says a lot how comfortable he was in these spaces so quickly? Like he didn't even like, I feel like we would have seen something where he's like, yo, like it was fucking wild. Next to you, there's friends in there.
Some type of remorse.
Yeah, like it seems like something he does every day is the vibe I get. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It seems like
still
dirty.
Talking about how she needs to grow. We were shocked that he didn't go for it the very first night with Alexis.
Yeah.
I mean, if it looked like he would have went for it the first night if Alexis kind of didn't, had she been down, if she had been down, they definitely would have got it popping that night.
Yeah. I guess it just seems like he doesn't.
He went on. Do you think he went on the show to dump her?
it's almost like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've been seeing that a lot. Everybody saying, like, I've been reading the comments, people like, yo, it looks like he just went on there to like do him cheat and just dump her, whatever. I don't know. He said here his reasoning for going on there exactly, but
Yeah.
everybody goes there for their different reasons. But for the most part, is just to find out if you're really meant for her, you're meant for your partner. But I think he's really fully immersing himself in the experience. I'll tell you that. And
Alexis isn't
Protecting the
going to
man, I
iron the
love it.
clothes at 4 a.m. Could you
Yo.
believe that?
What?
Like,
How he
he's-
would make Erica get up and iron his clothes at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yo, did you hear? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. She gets up before him to prepare him for his day, and then she gets ready for her day.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hey, I don't know what works for them. That works for them. But if my lady's gonna do that, that's gonna be something that's reciprocated. So I'm gonna
yeah.
be doing that for
Oh,
her.
you're
too.
so nice.
You know what
You're
I mean?
so nice. Yeah.
I mean,
That's how
I think you're a
operate.
class different
You
than
know, so if my lady's waking up early, making breakfast and doing that, I'm gonna match her effort. I don't know how that works in their relationship.
She's up with the roosters. I feel bad for the poor girl.
She's like on the
speaking
farm.
of the roosters, oh my gosh, those roosters be up there in Maui. They woke us up 5 a.m. every morning. But no, anyways, that's
She's used to it,
that's a
poor thing.
conversation for another thing. But I don't know. It just seems like Kendall may have been the person that was running the relationship. Like he was. He said goes, and she didn't have much of a backbone, and it looks like she's realizing her worth, and she's and she's kind of her transformation into being a strong woman, kind of like reminiscent of Ashley. That's exactly what I've said.
Yep.
A little bit,
Yeah.
I thought the same thing, where it's like they came in very insecure, both in their relationship and as a person, and you can see her, like, even this episode, she said something like, "Oh, beautiful." She was sitting around. She said, like, "I could sit around and cry about this, but that's not good for my mental health." And I was like, "Yes." Like, I liked seeing her.
Feel bad for her.
That click on for her, but I think it's just a little. It just seems like he's really doesn't give a fuck about what she thinks, and that's the part that bothers me. It's like, I understand you're in here to like do you and whatever, but it's kind of like, ugh. You think
Alexis is being? Do you think Alexis is playing it up, or do you think she really likes Kendall? How do they get these women that are so horned up? Where do they find them?
I tell you, they definitely get the girls horned up. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like Alexis is playing a game. Like, granted, like she may really be feeling Kendall, but it's a TV show. It's entertainment, and he's a single guy. That's the focal point of the TV show. So of course she's gonna cling to somebody that she may somewhat really be attracted to, or you know what I mean. So like I wasn't dumb. Like, with Medina, would she be somebody that approached me? I always would question Medina, like, hey, would you holler at me? Would I be somebody that you would talk to in real life if the cameras are off, whatever? And she said, yeah, like after getting to know you, like, yeah. But then you have to kind of take everything and look at things differently when you're on TV, because you're like, yo, they want to they want to get camera time too. So you got to be able to differentiate the real from the fake. And I'm not saying she's fake at all or anything by any means, but she's out there living it up as well.
She's young, whatever.
We can say
she's
it
out
for
there
you.
seeing somebody she's attracted to. She's young and she's having fun. Like, but you also got to remember, these producers are in your ear, like, hey,
are they?
Kendall is, he's on the island. He's having a hard time, whatever. They'll tell you whatever.
His penis is having the hard time, if you know what I mean.
Help him loosen up. And then that's putting the battery in the girl's back, so they're gonna go all charged up, horned up, ready to play ball.
Yeah.
So,
and are they? How much are they giving? Are they encouraging people to drink, or is it like you have access to alcohol? Like, are the producers like, oh, it's time to party, or are they kind of like just giving it to people?
It's 70s night.
Sky blue.
What quality liquor is it?
Oh, that's a great question. What quality? Are we talking like Jose Cuervo?
So check it. All right. So they will have not regular liquor. So you're gonna have like the bottom shelf, like Kirkland's. All right. If you think about it, like Kirkland's brand. I don't know if you're familiar
with. Which they
like,
say is good. Costco.
Like Costco.
Yeah.
Costco.
Yeah.
But it'll be Kirkland. So tequila, it'll be like the bottom end, whatever. But me, I'm a little, bougie, whatever. I was like, nah, I need my Hennessy. So because they had some cheap type of cognac, I was like, no, I need Hennessy. They're like, okay. Big shout out to the big boss Scott and Jude Jeffers. I said, hey, I need Hennessy. If I'm gonna get lit and be standing on tables and getting lit with the ladies, I need Hennessy. I bet you later that day I had Hennessy.
Yes.
I had a bottle of Hennessy. So like we said, we wanted Jose Cuervo. Oh, I bet you they went and got us the right tequila.
Yeah.
So like that's what the situation was. Like if you wanted a specific liquor, they'll get it for you because they want you to, have a good time.
Yeah, what's $40 matter?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And you feel better the next day. You're not as hungover, probably with higher quality stuff. They want to keep the Energizer
keep
Bunny
the party going. Absolutely.
And I gotta be real. My man Scott and Jude, they drink the top shelf liquor like the best tequila. I never had what's that? What's the shit that you dang? Clase Azul. Clase Azul in 1942.
In 1942,
I've
never had it. Yeah.
Smooth.
Dealing with those guys have me on that stuff, and I'm like, wow, like
can't
one
go
shot,
back now.
I was.
And tequila, I feel like they're probably trying to give you a lot of tequila too, because as you know, tequila is one of those things.
Up.
Yeah.
Tequila, your hangover isn't as bad, but
and your behavior is.
But you gotta like outsmart them. I was the one making the drinks. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be making the drinks. So I was putting water. I was watering down the shots. I was putting water in my shots, and because I knew
it's a long day.
That
you're on TV, national television. I don't remember seeing you get out of hand. Really, do you, Geneva? It seemed like you were very level-headed the entire time.
Yeah.
We always say like, oh, he's nothing like Rick. You're like the number one guy, and we're like, he's nothing like Rick.
I just know, like, if I get way too drunk, I was like, I'm not trying to out here look crazy. I know that. And I'm never one to act crazy. I'm never one to, act super out of character.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just be in control. That's
a smart way to do it.
You played it the right way, I think, for sure.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, Aaron and Corey, we feel like we'll give our opinion that Aaron went on the show to break up with Corey. Like that she brought him on the show.
Now she's regretting it.
And now she's kind of like taking that back. What's your impression of their relationship? Who do you think do you think they'll end up together?
I think Corey's a good guy.
He seems like a great dude.
He seems nice. Like a cool guy. He just wants somebody that just loves him just through and through, and he doesn't have to like live up to what your expectations of and your exes, she's dated professional athletes and she comes from an athletic background and he might be trying to live up to, something that he's not, but it's okay to just be you and just, and I feel like he's genuinely just looking for somebody that he just connects with and just,
I think so too,
and Erin, I think it'd be her loss if he lose out on him, and I think she's kind of realizing that a little. Definitely on Temptation Island, it'll make you realize a lot of shit, and then going out on dates, getting other guys' perspective and on how they view dating. And you're like, you know what? Maybe the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And I think she's kind of realizing that. But I thought her and Griff was going to hit it off. Did she go on a second date with Griff? Like, how many dates did she go with
didn't.
Griff?
He's the soccer player.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I think only the first one. And I thought that was weird because he kind of looks like Corey, but just he plays soccer.
Twins.
Like, it was weird.
I thought something was brewing there.
Me too.
Like you said, he looks kind of like Corey and he plays soccer. So he's just a guy.
Who's the guy she was connecting with last night?
Shaquille. Is that who?
Oh, Shaquille. Okay.
See, I don't think that's real anyways, though, to be honest.
That
doesn't seem genuine. I don't feel it.
It seems fake to me.
I don't know.
Oh, the puka shell necklaces. What's the deal?
Oh, thank you.
The necklaces?
That's
the mics?
Yo, so that's the mic. So before the episode starts, you have to get mics. That's basically,
But what do the
you can't
girls
say it.
have? The girls aren't wearing these huge necklaces.
They don't. You know what? I didn't even notice that. But
Oh,
I
weird.
know they have something of that nature. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe earrings. Have you seen them with earrings? I don't know. Shit.
I
don't
genuinely
know.
think the puka shells take away from me liking the men.
You know what?
just hate
It took away from my swag. Like for me,
It's-
like
I
I
feel
had my
like
chain.
they weren't as
I
big.
rock-
when
I
you
didn't
were-
notice it on you.
We had smaller ones.
Right,
and
this
I
is
made
like
sure.
They're
giant, like-
sabotaging them this year.
Those
It's
ones are
big.
big, but I know for me, I always rocked my chain, and they
Yeah.
was like, "No, you can't rock your chain. It's gonna dangle. It's gonna hit the mic." But I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah." So you can see a couple times I had my chain on,
Yeah.
but the ones this year are super trash. Like
They
all
really
big
are. It
ass-
looks
Yeah.
looks
you know,
Justine
it looks
was like,
crazy.
yeah, Justine was telling me, she's like, what the fuck is with these things? Like they're in the 90s. I'm like, I think it's the mic. Like I don't think this is all
it looked
personal
like
fashion
it looked like
choice.
it looked like
It
something out of the
looks like
90s,
a
like some of those
joke.
bamboo joints.
Yeah.
It looked
Yeah.
crazy. I don't
Yeah,
like
it's
it,
weird.
but
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Shaquille, and I think she likes the idea of Shaquille liking her. She just likes
Yes.
a flirt. Like she, that's what it looks like. She's
She's
not really
selfish.
into.
That's the
You
vibe
know?
I'm kind of getting. Yeah. I just think she's starting, like you said, I think she's kind of realizing like, oh, this might not have been the best move for me. And now like
Yeah.
I have this great dude who's in a house with all these girls who are literally like trying to, I don't know. They haven't, I guess they've been primarily focused like on Kendall. You haven't seen really Corey like connecting with people yet. So I'm interested to see.
But maybe he isn't making them connections, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he isn't. He's having a hard time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like who else he's had a date with, but
Yeah. I don't
that
either.
probably just means like he probably not connecting with anybody really.
What's he
That's
doing
how I
all
see it.
day?
Yeah. What do
Yo,
you
to be
do if
honest-
you're not like, how do you spend your time?
It's pretty boring, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's super boring. We're just usually up in the morning to film our morning routine, so most of us worked out, so we'll
Yeah.
work out. They'll film us working out, then you shower, then you make breakfast and lunch, and you just chill all day. And then, that's
They
basically
should make them
it.
play games or something.
Well, I mean, there's times that they play games in the house and stuff, but you got to know how much shit they edit out. There's a
Yeah.
lot of shit they edit out.
Right.
So there's
Mhm.
probably times during the day that they're playing games. I know with us in the house with the guys, like we would be playing, like, damn, we didn't even really have board games like that. The only game we had really was checkers. So we didn't even really have board games, to be honest. Like,
No, I mean like
Yo, we
physical games like Red
Like the
Rover,
challenge?
Red Rover,
Oh.
or yeah,
Red
like
Rover.
like Love Island where you win like some type of situation or
Yeah, they don't really
yo,
do
we
that.
didn't- No,
Yeah.
we didn't really do none of that. We
Yeah.
really just chilled around the pool.
Yeah.
Then we'd have little theme parties every day. But
Is that a
Yo,
different house?
What?
the house this year looks
Oh.
so whack.
It does look weird.
Granted-
It's at a hotel or something.
Granted, yes. Granted, COVID restrictions and the people of Maui, they're not, they wasn't really trying to rock with Temptation
Okay.
Island being out there,
Okay.
in general. So we have to, put that out there. The people of Hawaii, Maui, for their, they have their reasons, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
you got to respect it.
Yep.
Outsiders coming in, they want to bring, COVID into the country.
Yep.
But they was at a resort, and it's not the same vibe.
It doesn't
and feel
seem like
of-
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we stayed. I had from my room. I'm looking at another island, like 2 islands from my
So cool.
from my
Wow.
room.
Yeah.
It was beautiful,
Yeah.
and we was in a mansion. Like it's crazy. This year, like it looks like they're in a fucking hotel, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
It does. It looks weird.
It does look a little weird, but it's definitely hot. I'll tell you that. This season is hot.
Oh yeah. It's
Oh, it
crazy.
is. It's
enough.
fun.
Yo,
Okay.
so hold on. Let me ask y'all this question. Hold on, real quick, real
Yes.
quick. What do y'all think about the elimination when the girls were eliminating the guys?
I
What
thought
do
that
you guys
was.
think about that?
I thought that was like them showing their ass 100%. It was hilarious to me
No,
because they
That was
immediately
hilarious to me too.
they became
I was
so
like-
defensive and like
They got real
aggressive.
petty.
Yes, real petty. It was like,
I
oh,
said-
you guys are little bitches, 100%.
Better not run into Julian in an alleyway because Julian's gonna whoop that guy's ass for talking to his
Oh.
woman.
Yo, it was crazy. I wasn't expecting it.
Me
And then
neither.
Evan
I-
went
I
off a
liked
little
it.
bit. Oh, and it's funny. I had Evan on my live yesterday,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I was like, "Yo, Evan, bruh, like, and I told him, I was like, yo, I said before he got on my live, I was like, yo, Evan, like, I kind of thought that was a little childish and petty, but
Yeah.
I feel your pain a
It
little
was
bit.
good for TV. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
good. It was good for TV, but I kind of feel his pain
was-
because the
yeah.
episode before he opened up, he became vulnerable. with somebody, and then she kicked him off. She voted him off, and then like it was just kind of a little insensitive. So I kind of understand that, and even when we were voting off the girls, like I know we were kind of sensitive to their feelings as well, because they're there to help us along our journey. They help us grow. So you kind of have to respect them on that level, whatever. So
yeah, I thought it was just aggressive. It was like, okay, like this is how you want to go out. Like you could have been, I don't know.
He could have went out a different way.
Yeah, 100%.
But
if I was his mother, I'd smack him the next time I saw him.
It was great for TV, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the level of pettiness that Evan
and the girls seemed shocked. They didn't see it coming.
No, they did not.
The girls were so shocked.
Yeah,
that shit was so funny. They was like, they didn't know what to say.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
And Mark Wahlberg had to step in.
Yeah, before it got crazy, Mark had to step in. And Mark always knows when to step in. Like he knows when shit's about to.
I think he's a great host. I feel like he's just good. Like I feel like he emotionally connects with people. Like, did you feel like he was authentic when you're in your interactions with him?
Yeah. Like you would think like it was a little fake, because just Mark always knows the right words to say.
Yeah.
But he's really like that. Like he's really. Like, like he has the earpiece and shit, and they tell him, certain stuff, to be on script or whatever. But like, he's really like that. There was times before leading up to the show, we had like 3 or 4 days before we moved into the house where we were meeting with media and we were doing tours of Hawaii. And this was our time just to be with Mark and just to be with some of the reporters or journalists that were reporting about us. And I got to know Mark on another level, and he got to chill with us, and he got to share about his life in Carolinas and his farm. Like he's a big on farming, and he has animals. Yeah, like so he's a real guy, and and he tells us advice about his marriage. He shares examples. So like like some of the advice that he's giving on the show is shit that he's actually applied to his marriage, and he knows it, so like I said, remember when I said earlier, like I like to ask married people what are their experiences in their marriage. He's somebody that I could look to, and when he says shit, I listen, because he's still with his wife, beautiful, and it's just everything works.
Good to know he's not cleaning up the scraps and banging the singles after they get kicked off. Does he wear a lot of makeup on the show? Is he wearing makeup at all?
Well, they put makeup on all of us. So,
they do. Okay.
Yeah. They want us to look in tip top shape out there.
Well, look at you, makeup free, looking glowing out here with your skin. So you're fine.
It's just different for me. I'm just one of a kind. You feel me?
Of course.
I don't know. I can't speak for somebody
and
else.
Tommy, I was surprised that Tommy went. Did I already say that? That
Tommy,
Chelsea and Tommy, was he the first guy that talked when he got kicked off?
Oh,
was he the guy in the hot tub with Chelsea?
Yeah, he got kicked off, right? The Tom,
and he had tattoos, and they were saying
I think he did get eliminated in that group.
Yeah.
Oh, Tommy Triola guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got kicked off.
Me too.
But they said that he was just a party guy,
he
but I mean, and they were saying he's fake. But you know what? I don't know. Like, I thought he was going to stay. I thought he was a good,
I was surprised.
addition to the house. He kept like the balance of the house. He kept he was the comedic relief.
Yeah. I also like that some people just are going there to party. Like, I think that's funny. Like, take advantage of the opportunity and go have a good time. Maybe you'll meet someone, but maybe you have a 3-week vacation in Hawaii undisturbed.
But that's how you got to look. That's how you kind of have to look at it when you're single, because if you're not really making a connection with anybody, you're kind of just there,
Yeah, you're a sitting duck.
Yeah. Right. So it's just like, you play it out, you enjoy it, you drink, and then if you connect with a girl, somebody or whoever, you do that.
Do you think if Ashley hadn't done what she did in the beginning, you and her would have had a different outcome in life?
Good question. Damn, that's a good question.
Because it seemed like she's like Erin. She really did regret. I think she lays in bed at night like
she does. She did regret that. She regretted it. I mean, we spoke about it after the show and everything. Like, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you never know.
never
I
know,
mean,
but we're too far.
Everything
removed from
happens
that,
for a
so
reason. Yeah.
would
everything does
you
happen for a reason.
do you think that if you guys didn't go on the show, the outcome, like
You'd still
you
be
would have
together.
broken up? Like, do you feel
Well,
like that
Probably
trajectory?
would have broken up because like I said, in the what was it? I forgot what episode, but I was just complacent. I was just okay with it being what it was. And she
Right.
wanted to see, like, she wasn't happy with where it was. She wanted
Yeah.
more.
Mhm.
And I was okay with what it was. So, that would have been,
A breaking point
situation.
regardless.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
a breaking point. It would have been
Yeah.
a situation.
And it seemed like
yo,
she was, I don't know your life, but she was fixated on that you had strayed. But then you proved to her, like Julian kind of is, that you are you are a good guy, and maybe people are just young and make bad decisions.
Yeah.
We kind of compare you to Julian because Julian does seem.
what do you think
feel
of
like they're the
Julian?
only one that could make
Yeah.
it out.
I like Julian. He seems like a real, he seems genuine and real.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I saw. Like, I got to chat with him. Me and him, I messaged him, in the DMs, like, hey, congratulations, making the show. Hit me up if you have any questions. Same thing with Corey and Kendall. I didn't reach out to Thomas or Thompson. What's his name
Tom.
again?
Tom.
No
my
name.
fault. My apologies.
Yeah.
My fault. But I mean, nothing against him or anything. But
Yeah.
Julian, he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
He does.
Sincere. He knows where he went wrong. Him and his
Mhm.
girl, they had their ups and downs, and he at a point where he knows what he wants, and he wants.
She's
to take it to
really
the next
pretty
level.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's really pretty.
and she seems like a real pleasant woman, and that's the type of woman I like as well. Classy.
Yeah.
Has her head on her
Mhm.
shoulders. And it's kind of funny, like with Maya, the one that he went on a date with. Like she's one of the singles that I like too, because
Okay.
just how she carries herself,
Yeah.
and just so the types of women that he likes are like, he likes grown women that are
Yeah.
have their head on straight.
Yep.
Julian, he's at a point where he's growing out as a person, and it's dope to see the internal growth, and
Yeah.
He won
just
me
him
over
become a better
when
person.
the girls were making out and he went into the
Oh, he went
pool.
to the
I was
pool.
like,
I loved that.
I love you, Julian.
He ghosted.
That's the move.
That's how every woman wants her man to act.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Remove
I
yourself.
want him to be
from the
grossed
situation.
out.
Me, I
Gross
probably
out.
would have been like in awe, like, wow.
I was
I
like,
wouldn't have partook, but I would have just been like,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
then
No,
their
he was
asses and they're jumping in the pool. I'm like,
But I also love that he's like,
wanted no part.
you're not even gonna get footage of me watching
yeah.
this shit. Like,
Yeah,
no one's
yeah.
seen this shit in a bonfire.
Yeah.
Bye. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like the bonfire clips they're showing her is like not even nothing, really. He
It's
hasn't
really
really done
nothing.
anything. It's
him
really
crying.
nothing.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
this
victorious.
they showed him crying. That was so sad. Poor guy.
Yeah, yo, like you gotta understand, it's super emotional when you're there, because one, you're missing,
Mhm.
your partner, and then two, like you're getting bombarded with questions about them, and then about your growth, and then you're missing them more, and then you're getting questions about other girls that's on the island that you like, yo, at this point I don't really give a fuck about, because now I'm realizing who I really have feelings for.
Yeah.
And it's just hard,
Yeah.
It's just super, it's a mind fucking, and it's an emotional roller coaster.
How do they stop people from quitting the show?
Great
You
question.
can't.
You can't quit. You're under contract.
What? Yeah, hell no, you can't quit. You're under
What do they
contract.
do?
Yeah.
What,
I don't
like,
know.
what
They
would
might
happen? I
fine
wonder.
you if
Oh, they
if
fine you. Oh, right.
Yeah.
They fine you.
You
Okay.
gotta ride it out. Yeah.
You gotta figure it out. After like 3 or 4 days, like after when you moved in, I was like, yo, what the fuck did I get myself into? How do I get myself out of this?
Seriously.
Yeah.
And then I was
I
like,
want to go
shit.
home.
I wanted to go home.
I
cried.
would too.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here for
And then her
another.
brother seems like he might have overdosed and passed away,
That's
which
what
is
she said,
heavy.
yeah.
Huh?
Kristen.
Who
Yeah.
said that?
At
Kristen.
the very end of the
Yeah, the
episode. Did they maybe didn't show it?
Oh, maybe they. We got a screener, so I don't know if they showed.
And they
that.
cut it off very abruptly.
See, you guys got the screener. I didn't even get that.
Geneva hooked us up somehow with that.
I think-
She's
I got you, Rick. I'll put
See,
in
I
a
got
call.
all out of
No,
it.
I'm just kidding.
and we got a Kardashian screener. If you like the Kardashians, we'd love to talk about that with you.
Yeah, you don't have
You're
to do
nuts.
I know up until at this point last year we was doing like, let me see, what is it, episode 5? So
Yeah.
we at this point we went to LA and we saw the rest of the episodes, and then
you did.
and we shot the reunion. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
I
they're
know they
probably
shot
going to
the
see them
reunion.
soon. Oh, they already
Oh
did.
yeah, they definitely saw everything.
Okay.
They saw everything. So
Okay.
they had the reunion.
man.
I don't know.
Oh, can't wait. I think it's a good season. I feel like it's
No, it's a good season so
Yeah.
far. It's a
Yeah.
good season. You know, like you have good energy from both sides.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even think any. Do you think any of the girls are gonna stray, or do you think any of the girls are gonna
Chelsea,
kind of
maybe.
straddle the
Chelsea.
line?
Chelsea.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She seems like she would if the right guy came along.
Yes.
Okay, Chelsea.
I think
What
And
about
Aaron too.
she
Aaron, I
might-
think, would too.
And Aaron, if the
Oh, so
right.
Chelsea's the girl that's with Tom, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
You get
she
the
looks like
vibe.
ready.
She's a little. I feel like in the right scenario, she would be more
I
than.
think
willing.
Aaron will act like she's sad right now. Then she'll get home and she'll be bored again, and they'll be miserable all over again.
So
Yeah.
I think, I concur. I think
Yeah.
those two, because I feel one. What's the one that's with Julian? What's her name?
Kristen.
Kristen. They're good. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna
I
get back
think
together.
Julian and Kristen will hopefully make it through. But I don't know about the
Erica
rest.
and Kendall. I don't
No.
know. I
No,
don't
God,
know.
no. I hope
It
not.
can't.
Yo, you never know with a
I know
woman
you
like
never
that.
know.
Oh, I gotta
know.
find Erica and shake her then, because, or I'm
I
gonna
know.
take her and
You're taking her.
oh,
It's over?
she
She
can't
looks-
be with Kendall.
She looks like she's a loyal person, so she's
Yeah.
gonna be loyal to him,
I
I
know.
and
hope
then
not.
they'll work out whatever, or they'll go back home, and then she'll be like, you know what, I'm good. You know, that's probably what happened. You know,
I hope what we see is like Ashley and Casey, where he's like crying and she's
They
like,
never got back.
I don't give a
they?
shit and I'm out of here. That's what I
Nah,
hope
they
for
never
her.
did. Yeah, they never
Thank
did.
God.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
Was
So
Casey as much a
who-
little bitch as it seemed?
no, Casey isn't like that. Casey isn't.
Oh?
Okay.
Casey's happy.
Maybe it was
go
the
lucky
puka shells.
fun. Yo, Casey's just a wild dude. I'll say that's all I can say about
Okay.
Casey. He's just crazy.
He's
If
weird.
you were gonna pick one of the 4 girls to date, who would you pick?
Oh man, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No,
I
you
can't
answer.
disrespect her.
Kristen, I think he
No.
said Kristen.
They're on the Temptation
say
Island. They're out
Kristen.
here. Kristen.
What? Singles or the
Oh,
girls?
The
that-
four
you can give us
main ones.
either. If you're more comfortable with the singles, you can give us singles. But
Well,
Not
honestly,
Alexis.
Like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I mean, Erica's beautiful.
She is.
yeah,
Maybe
I could see you
Erica.
guys being a match if she ends up single.
And then
Old Temptation Island
She
crossover.
looks so cute in her little bucket hat. I
She
love
looked
her.
great in a bucket hat. It's like, who the fuck can pull off
She's
a bucket hat like
gorgeous.
that?
She's so
she's-
cute.
She is. She's nice.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, out of respect for Kendall, I
Okay.
don't want to disrespect that man. You know.
Well, we're gonna
Alright,
disrespect
All
her.
right. We'll leave it alone. You can rely on us to do that.
Kristen looks like a model, though. She is so beautiful, and I love
Yeah.
her yelling at the guy about the champagne, like, "Clean that up.
Yeah.
We live here." Which
You know
that
what?
was
I like
fun,
that.
right?
I like that about Kristen, but you know, she's
Yeah.
not really my cup of tea.
Okay.
Now for the single ladies,
Yes.
I like Tula and Maya. Those are the two I like.
We said
Okay.
Tula. I don't know. who
Tula
Maya
is super
but
cute,
Tula's
and
gorgeous.
she
Yeah.
popped up a couple episodes. I'm like, where is she?
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from? Okay,
Yeah,
we're starting
Tula-
to develop your type. We
classy.
see it. We see
Tula
it.
is
Yeah.
beautiful. She
Yeah,
is
yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Tula
Yeah.
is. Tula is.
All right, well, holler at her in the
But
DM.
she
Oh, wait, you're
didn't get
dating. Never
kicked
mind.
off, but so
Never
she's still hanging around, but she's not really connected.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, there's certain people that's in the house that just balances everything out. So
Yeah.
that's what she there for. She there to
Mhm.
balance the vibes, and
Yeah.
she's good energy, and you can just feel it. Like
Yeah.
you know, I got to speak to her a few times, and she's real good energy. I like her energy. I like what she's about.
I did
She's
too.
Yeah.
She kind of low key reminds me of Medina. I got to be real.
Okay.
Medina was
Like-
pretty too.
Yeah.
She was a little
Medina,
more
she-
aggressive, but
Medina's more aggressive, yes.
Yeah.
But just as far as like what they're doing outside of, you know, Temptation Island,
Yeah.
like just as far as, you
Mhm.
know, podcasts, multimedia,
Yeah.
you know, just being out on the scene and just, you know,
we'll have to
networking,
hit
all that.
Tula up maybe.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
how they are. Yeah, Tula,
Yeah.
definitely a dope person to try to get on here.
Yeah.
You know, so she's really like, you know, a good person. And,
Yeah.
you know, she's beautiful as
So-
well.
Would you do the show again, given everything that happened and where you're at now?
I don't know. I get asked that question a lot. I
I'm
don't know if
sure.
I would, yo. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Really?
It was tough. It really sucked. It really was hard. But I learned, I
draining,
try
huh?
not to regret. It's very draining, but I never try to regret shit. I try to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot about myself. I grew. There's some areas I still need to grow on, like, develop, like even right now. But like, I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're putting a lot of good out in the world, and that will come back.
Yes.
Helping
Yes.
helping kids and doing that. There's nothing better
Absolutely.
in life, really.
Yes. Totally.
Yeah. That's all I'm about.
It's really beautiful.
love it.
Like, so I try
Well,
to make the best out of everything.
We it was so much fun catching up with you and joining
Yeah.
us to talk Temptation Island. I think
I appreciate you.
we're
guys.
interested to see how this runs.
We'll
rest
root
of
for the
season.
Boston
We may
Celtics for
need to
you.
hit you up when it's all over and get your take.
Yeah, I mean, y'all gonna have to hit me up when this ends. Shout out to the Boston Celtics.
Yes.
Like, yeah, how many episodes they have? 11, 12?
I think so.
episodes?
Yeah.
Who do you got for March
So-
Madness? Do you care at all?
Ooh, yeah. Who's your pick?
I do. Okay, my pick is Illinois. Illinois is
Oh.
a good team. They won the Big Ten, so I think I'm gonna rock with them.
Okay.
Do
Do you feel confident enough? Like we should put money down? Like we're gamblers. Like we can get into this.
Yo, you guys are really gamblers, yo.
No, Justine's like a
You
I
degenerate.
am.
I
I'm
don't gamble.
obsessed with it. I get
Yeah,
it.
she's like-
Yo,
Yeah.
The house is for
no.
sale. My kids are hungry. Are really hungry. So.
Yo,
You're
what?
nuts.
I just got my stimulus check, so I'll be at the
It's
casino.
all over.
Yo,
You're that
I
person.
got my stimulus today. I just went and got
I
a
did-
gym membership,
Nice.
and I put my money on the market.
Good. A
so-
lot
I
of
bought
people are
some
doing
stock
that.
today
That's what I
too.
did.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm taking
That's
my
what I
kids'
did.
money.
Can
I'm
you
giving
say
it
which
straight
ones
to-
you bought?
Yeah, what'd you buy?
Okay, so I got Ocugen.
Okay.
Ocugen. That's
Ocugen,
another.
let me write that down.
Yeah. And then
Look at her literally writing it down.
So that
I'm not
so
joking.
that's another vaccination
Ooh.
for COVID, and it's
I'm gonna send you a present when I.
Yeah, they're saying it's better in children because there's been a lot of
Oh.
side effects with children. So it's good. It's been tested
Okay.
great with children.
Okay,
So
good.
and secondly,
What's the
Riot
ticker
and-
code? Or I'll find. I'll Google it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think it's like OCG. Then
Okay,
I've
okay.
been doing a lot of like Riot blockchain.
Oh, okay.
That has to do with the blockchain with cryptocurrency.
Yep.
With,
Blockchain.
so whenever Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin
Yeah.
going up, Riot and blockchain that goes up. That's the stock in that, and that's
Yeah,
the
my husband since COVID has like because he coaches track, so everything's
Okay.
shut down. So he got like
Yeah.
obsessed with penny stocks. He's like deep in the game now. He's like on his phone,
Really?
just constantly like people are getting into it now. Like
you
it's crazy.
can get really addicted. It was at
Yes,
one point I'm
he's
checking
addicted.
my phone like every 2 seconds, like
It's
yo,
fun.
what's going on?
No,
What
he's
can
like
I do?
literally
What can I
addicted.
trade?
Yeah, it's
How can I get more
wild.
money? But I've been a lot of side money I'll get. I'll just put it right into Bitcoin or Ethereum because that's just been
Smart.
going up like crazy.
Ethereum.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, get those two. I mean, it's better than gold right now if you think
Yeah.
about it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
God.
You
Yeah.
know, hey,
Listen to Rick.
holla
He's
at me.
giving us all the information. I love it.
I love it.
Holla at me. I could drop a
He's
couple
got the
gems,
tips.
you know. I got the
I love
gems.
Where do
Just a little
you
bit.
are you on Robinhood or what's your platform?
I'm on
Fidelity, what
Robinhood. I want to get a TD Ameritrade, so
Yep.
that's the next one I'm gonna get. But I'm on Robinhood.
Just to
So,
get ones that aren't on Robinhood?
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
get like the legit
Is that
stuff.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta
I
do it.
kind of learned on the fly though. Like I didn't.
That's
this
what
is
most
the
people
shit
are
that
doing,
just-
I feel like.
Yeah,
That's what I-
you know,
yeah.
Just learned on the fly. And
Got to
then
make
just
your money
kinda got
make
into
money.
it. Exactly. Got to make your
Yep.
money work for you. I learned that
Yep.
on a good podcast I listened to, Earn Your Leisure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to make
Earn your
money
leisure.
work
That's
for
a
you.
cool
Ooh.
phrase.
I love
your
that name.
leisure.
Earn your leisure.
You got to
That's
be
what
able to earn your leisure.
Oh
Yes.
my
That's how
God,
you
I've never
wanna
heard
live,
that
right?
before.
I love
Yeah.
Earn your leisure.
That
Okay.
mailbox
Familiar.
money, baby.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get familiar. So, make your money work for you. So, those are
Absolutely.
the only tips I'm giving y'all today.
Okay. All right. All
Y'all
right.
gonna
Good
have
for
to
you,
charge
Rick.
I'm gonna have to
Alright.
You
charge
got
y'all for that.
we'll send you all the blessings in the world. You're a good person.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Rick. Take care. We will be in touch. Stay safe out there. Thank
Yes,
you.
you too. All right.
Bye.